Very fair wicket. Any lapse in concentration, though, and the wickets will tumble. It'll be tough early for the openers, particularly while the ball is new. The Royal Challengers will want cheap wickets early to make the most of this decision.
Yes. They'll get at least one. There'll be one run here for them.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Marsh comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today. Yep.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
There's a run here, surely.
Not a smart decision, you feel, not to run there. Mustn't have a lot of faith in their partner, if you ask me.
Yeah, mate. Nice shot. Runs possible.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep. There'll be runs here.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Well placed, should get a single. Hazelwood, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the north end. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire. Yes. Great shot. At least one on offer. Well taken, had a lot of work to do and held on to a great catch.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Waiting. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Markram shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Waiting.
They'd look for a couple here.
That shot sees them getting their innings started.
Quick edge. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
Edge, unplayable. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Right on. Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Bowler!
A couple on offer here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yes, Hogan!
Loud shout.
Yep.
Big edge. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Hazelwood from the north end. The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Always back in the ball there. Drives the ball away nicely and picked the gap at cover very well.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Edge. What a ball. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Wait on.
Couldn't get it through the field.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
Can't bowl there. Too full and helped on its way.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there, down the ground.
Into the 4th over. The batting side are now on 29 for 1.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Wait.
Out!
Yeah!
Caught!
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yeah.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep.
Edged. There's no one there. Could go down to the boundary.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Waiting.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Waiting. Bowler.
Into the 5th over. The batting side are now 34 for 2.
Yeah. Yep.
Massive edge.
Keeper's end.
Probably should have gotten back for a second there. Need to push a bit harder on that first one.
Yep.
Not the ideal way of handling that ball.
Wait on.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yep.
Edge. Amazing delivery. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Yeah.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Got their weight forward, their head was right, and punched nicely through the ball.
The Royal Challengers found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. The Royal Challengers can now have 5 fielders outside the circle.
Some adjustments to the field.
Going with spin now.
Yep.
Super shot.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
A few moves made in the field.
Bowler is confident on this one. Huge edge. Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Wait on.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Yep.
Just about timed that perfectly.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away. This is a good field, I think. Not too aggressive, but not overly defensive either.
We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Yeah. Yep.
Great shot, great timing.
He was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
The right-hander
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Wait there.
Straight to the fielder.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Yeah. Wait. Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Good return there, back from the deep. Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Wait on.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Misses everything.
Nice ball.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line. Threw the hands at it. Got nothing on the ball.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Yep.
Good batting. Get an opportunity to score and take it.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Sharma doing really well to keep the pressure on these two. Another good over of bowling.
A bit of a change-up in the field now. Well, look how close that was to off stump. The timing on the shot was poor. Really didn't even get close to the ball. Very lucky to get away with that.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Yep. Yeah.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Keeper.
Poor fielding. Chose the wrong end entirely for what should have been a simple run out.
Yep.
Really? That's just wasting everyone's time.
end of the 11th over. The batting side are now on 78 for 3.
A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Into the attack.
Wait on.
Not a great delivery. Got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
Right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
The slower ball gave them time to adjust. Waits on it and drills it to the boundary.
Yeah.
They'll get at least one. There'll be 1 run here for them.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Catching.
Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
The big wicket is gone. Never really looked comfortable, and now they have to start the long walk back.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yeah.
It's easy runs there at this level when you stray a little down the leg side. Tucked it nicely off the pads for more runs.
Wait on. Yeah.
Comfortable single if they take it.
Well, they decided against the run. Not sure why, if I'm being honest. They'd have made it very comfortably. Just threw the shot too early.
Nicked it.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
Edged it. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Pooran is quick to review this. It'll be interesting to see the outcome of this.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble.
And gone straight to the keeper. It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand.
How close is that? Could be the wicket.
Sams is new to the crease. They'll be keen to feel bat on ball early on.
Wait on. Yeah.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Now there would have been a few hearts in mouths in the crowd, but somehow they managed to make their ground with a dive.
Oh dear, played on. A hint of misfortune, and that is out.
The ball did just enough to beat the bat, and this innings has ended before it could start. Out bowled for a duck.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Wait on.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yeah.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple. Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Wait. Yeah.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
89.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Yep.
Times it nicely. A couple on offer here.
Wait on. Yeah.
Didn't hit that well, very late in playing the shot.
Yep.
Full and good night. Just leant on that, didn't have to do much, and got 4.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yeah.
Well placed, should get a single. End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting batters build any momentum. Shepherd from the north end. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, not the bat though.
102 for 6.
Hazelwood, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
For the Bangalore Crowns.
Yeah.
There'll be runs here.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Beaten on the drive.
Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Yep.
Misjudged that throw and the batter survived what would have been a certain run out. Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Yeah.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Wait.
Brilliant diving stop.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Drives and misses everything.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Wait on.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Wait.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Well bowled. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
A miserly over is completed, just one off it. It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway.
Nice bowling.
Hazelwood with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yeah, yeah.
Decisive running might have got them too. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily, so in the end, poor running.
Waiting.
They'd look for a couple here.
Power.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Well bowled.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, there was a split second to decide which end to throw to. In the end, it was a poor choice.
Hazelwood has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket.
Khan shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yep.
Sprayed that very wide. Hits the boundary rope. The keeper had no chance there.
I'm not sure what happened with that delivery. Maybe trying the slower ball, but just got it all wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Edge! What a ball! Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
Effortless. A gift, really. Floated it up there and dealt with.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that. The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Confident appeal. Could it be? The Royal Challengers having a good chat. Don't know if it's worth using a review on it, though.
Pitching outside leg, and the decision will stand. Oh, that's so close, but the decision will stay the same. The narrowest of margins sees the not-out decision stay.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on. Edge, unplayable. The Royal Challengers found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. And the innings comes to an end. The Royal Challengers will need 130 runs. The openers will be keen to knock off these runs quickly. Not a huge total to chase down. The bowlers will need to make early inroads if they're to make it interesting. Middle that one, great timing.
Well, where did that come from, you wonder? After some time spent in the dressing room, it's pretty obvious what their intentions are.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Right there. Yep.
Into the gap, nice shot.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yes.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Just perfection. A majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Beautiful cover drive. A hint of movement in the air and eased towards the boundary.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there, down the ground.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Wait.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. Super shot that.
He was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Time that brilliantly.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Perfect technique and placement.
It was in the gap, pretty much all the way along the ground to the boundary rope. Off to a good start now.
Wait there.
Straight to the fielder. Needs to be on target. got all of it, and for 6.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team. A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something special to break it up.
Nicely played.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Yep.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
Ballers.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that gnaw.
Yep.
Pushed nicely into the covers. Might go all the way.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be very happy with that.
Catch.
Good bit of timing there.
The slower ball gave them time to adjust. Waits on it and drills it to the boundary.
That's the over. The Royal Challengers are 79 for none. Oh my, that's racing away.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Yes.
Got that away nicely.
It was a very, very good shot, presenting a straight bat, simple execution and back past the bowler.
Yep.
They'll get at least 1.
Keeper.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Yep. Keeper.
The batsman brings up their half-century.
Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Managed to get onto the front foot early, and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
16 runs added there. The Royal Challengers are 95 for none. Oh, that's a great ball.
Deceived by the drift, beaten by the spin. It's as simple as that, really.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle. A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Nice shot.
With shots like that, it's not going to be long before the 100 is up. That was a really well-timed stroke.
Super piece of timing.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Really good shot there.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Really good innings to bring up the half-century. Impressive batting, and will want to push on from here. That was a mighty win.